but it's Spanish. It exists all over the world.
It is a happy hump day. Welcome back into it. I know this is confusing because we worked only one day this week so far. Terry Hunt sitting in for Zack Owen, who is on that Alaskan cruise. He's been posting a few pictures. Have you seen those, Kevin?
He sent me a few the other day. Yep.
They're really sweet. Yep. I mean, it's a pretty cool thing. I would like to do that eventually when I become as rich as Zack and can do things like that. But we're glad you are here. We are at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. We got a full day lined up for you this morning or this afternoon or this evening, depending on exactly what time you're tuned in. We do want to say a very special thanks to all the people that helped make this possible. We'll touch on some of those as we progress through the morning hours or the afternoon hours or the evening hours or whenever it may fall. And have a lot of things going on today. But first, let's start it the way Zack always does on the Zack Owen Live Show here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It is time for the anthem and, of course, our Pledge of Allegiance. Always enjoy starting the day off like Zack and Jim did for years when they were together on the radio as well with the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. So it is good to follow in that tradition and that trend and stepping in to fill some big shoes, big boots for Zack, who again is out for a few more days. Terry Hunt, thank you very much. We are excited about the day today because we have some things going on that that I'll be learning as much as you if you don't know, and if you do know, I'll be learning more than you know. We'd like to welcome Ollie Pettigrew. Now that English guy, the English man,
yes.
which do you prefer? What do you call him?
You can call me Ollie.
Okay.
You know, everyone knows me as Ollie. I'm only Oliver if I'm in trouble with my wife or mother, but a lot of people know me as that Englishman in Texas. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, things like that.
All right, now I'm going out on a limb here. Okay, I'm really stretching out on a limb. That accent ain't from here, is it?
You are correct. It's from Poughkeepsie.
Yep, that's what I thought. I thought that was a Poughkeepsie. I thought it was that or Southwest PA where the Yinzers are.
There you go. Yeah. No, it's currently a Lorena accent. So
okay.
I live just outside Waco, and I have done for about nearly 4 years now. But the house where we live in, we bought it 12 years ago. But my life has bounced me all over the place.
Is that
So
good or
if I
bad?
want to talk like that, all I have to do is move to Lorena?
Lorena, yes.
That's right. This is the traditional Lorena accent.
All right.
That's the Poughkeepsie to Lorena accent in Central Texas.
Nice.
It's really hard to define when you have these speech guys who go, I can tell where you're from by the way you speak. He throws them every time.
Mm-hmm.
He makes bar money doing that.
Funnily enough, I went with that Englishman because everybody thinks I'm Australian. It's one of the funny things about Americans is you can tell Australian and English are different accents, but you always get them in reverse.
Oh, okay. I give you that.
I
Yeah.
mean, I get it. I mean, I say stuff like mate and things like that. I'm very international as well, so I've like my British accent. I've forgotten how to pronounce certain British words. You know, I say pants instead of trousers and things like that. So I'm not surprised people are confused where I'm from. My first guess is always Australia, then South Africa, then England. So that's why I went with that Englishman in Texas to just get out ahead of it. So everyone's like, "Oh, you're the English guy." There you go.
The British accent was very proper.
Yeah, I went to boarding
Glad that
school.
we've brought you down to regular conversation here in Texas now.
My missus will tell you how much I've lost my accent. You know, I was pretty. If I concentrate, I can still do it. There it is.
Okay.
But it's yeah, I went to boarding school in the UK, but we were the kind of place where you played rugby against Prince William. But I mean, literally.
Really?
Like Prince William would come and play rugby. I remember this one time I was on the sideline and I was just, I was a young idiot teenager and I'm like, "Well played, sire. Good tackle, my liege." Making all these jokes, and then I look at the security guys and they are death staring me and I'm like, "Oh, I'll go."
Yes. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The same thing, a sense of humor and things like that. I think some of the stuff I do is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I
There's
think
a
I'm
whole
hilarious.
lot of people who don't.
Yeah, fortunately, my wife thinks I'm hilarious still after 20 years. So I'm like, as long as my audience of one is still cracking
Dude,
up. then
that's
I'm
just simply called love. That's all it is, okay? It's got nothing to do with really liking it. It's trying to keep the peace. Anyway, welcome in, man. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you're here. And so you have done a few things.
Yes. Yeah, in my life, I've been a lot of places, done a lot of things, yeah. Like, I met my wife, she's the Texan, so she's from here. She's from the same town where we live right now. But she was a top model for 28 years. So she started at the age of 15, 16, and she started traveling the world. We met when she was halfway through her career. We just met at a casting at a hotel lobby in Singapore. So then we both got into modeling, and we bounced around, and it was like Singapore, Hong Kong, New Zealand, things like that. But then we both got into television, and that's when things really changed. So we both became TV hosts. We hosted TV shows that took us to 50 countries, which was awesome for about a decade. And then came over here. I was working in television for 8 years. And then 4 years ago, I started that Englishman in Texas thing. And now she does it as well with me. She's known as the Mrs.
So what was the attraction about Texas? I mean, I know.
Right.
I'm a native Texan, and Kevin can attest to this. I mean, when Texans go somewhere and they say, "Where are you from?" You don't say, if you're in a foreign country, you don't say United States or anything. Mm-hmm. You go, Texas.
Yep, that's 100%. I talk about Texas being the celebrity state. The whole world, the whole world knows about Texas. But it's not just because of it's the Texas atmosphere, sort of like the bravado, if you will, the sort of traditional Texan, the cowboy hat and all this kind of stuff. It's the TV shows, Dallas and things like that, and the movies that they grew up watching. But also at the same time, you guys have got such a fascinating and unique history, but you've also got, if you had an ad agency and you gave them $25 million, you couldn't pay them to come up with branding like Texas. Even the shape of Texas is recognizable the world over. You've got babies and they'll be there and they've got those little toys and it's like a cube, square and circle, triangle, Texas.
Yeah.
The Texagon, right?
Yeah.
It's just one of the world's most famous shapes, and if it's Texas shaped, Texans will buy it.
Well, that marketing and ad campaign years ago, Texas, whole nother country.
Yeah.
I mean, brilliant.
Well, let's talk about classic Texas lines, right? So, for example, there are some legendary Texas lines that a lot of people use that often confuse people. So, does anybody know? Okay, don't worry, 98% of Texans don't know this, right? But it's a simple question. What's the state motto of Texas? There you go. Take a guess.
I was going to say don't mess with it.
That is one of the most popular
Right.
answers,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
But we know where that came from, right?
That's basically like clean up the streets.
It was
right?
a littering. That's right. Okay, so
Yeah.
then a lot of people go, all right, then it's come and take it, the whole Goliad thing, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys do know this, though. The state motto of Texas is friendship.
Oh, yes, of course. Okay.
Drive friendly, the Texas
Yeah.
way, right? But you see, it's
Right.
interesting when you trace the etymology of that word, right? Because Texas, a lot of people know, came from Tejas, which is a word for friend or ally, but Tejas actually came from a mishearing of the word Taisha from the Caddo Nation, the native people of this area before settlement, and that was their word for friend or ally. So Taisha became Tejas, became Texas. Texas literally means friend. And as someone that's been to 50 countries, or if not more, no hyperbole in this whatsoever, Texas is the friendliest place I've ever been. Not even close.
You haven't driven I-35 recently, have you?
Oh, I was on it yesterday. I drove from Surfside yesterday. I came via like Houston. That's what my video today is about. It's just Houston drivers. And as much as you feel like you've seen everything, you can always be surprised by highways in Houston. They're out of their minds.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. There's a large percentage of Houston that is not probably originally from Houston. And I would say in defense of 35, I think 35 is separate from Texas. Once you enter 35,
you're in that
best of
narrow
luck.
corridor, right? It does go from basically Mexico to Canada, you know. But yeah,
It's a whole nother highway. There's your marketing for 35. It's a whole nother highway. Yeah, that's it. Yes.
There's a lot of those. I mean, like 20 years here, coming here, and I've never driven that. Just when I felt like they'd figured it out. Like the entrance, like when we're driving into Dallas now, it's no longer a complete nightmare. It's just a little bit of a nightmare. And it's like, oh, everything's finished. And it's finished down there, Killeen and Temple. This is great. Then 2 years ago, right before New Year's, what do they announce? Oh, by the way, we're going to tear it up in Waco for the next 2 years. I'm like, thanks. Awesome. Great. Honestly, I don't think I've been on I-35 around Waco for the last 2 years. I'm always on 84. I take all the back roads.
Yes.
I don't go near it.
Anybody that goes south, what do? You take 317.
Yeah, right. If I'm going down to Fredericksburg, that sort of area, or Austin, I will take the back roads the whole way. I will go, Burnett Way and Johnson City and all that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, get me on those Texas back roads. And honestly, that's been the biggest problem because I lived, I was born in Hong Kong. And that's a big metropolis, right? And I've lived in these big cities like Singapore, like Phoenix, where you got to kind of fight for yourself. And then, the 4 years living just here, living outside Waco, I'm on a back road off a back road off a back road. So I drive Steve, my 25-year-old pickup truck. He's parked outside, 250,000 miles, and I just tootle around on these nice country roads, and I wave at people, and I'm like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And living in Waco is great because I can come downtown in 20 minutes flat.
Yeah.
And there's no paid parking. Or you should never pay for parking in Waco if you come here. But there's no, expressway. There's no, rush hour or anything like that. It's just chill. And so that's why when I get back to places like Dallas, Houston, Austin, I'm like, oh yeah, not everyone's chill. Some people suck.
Yeah, that's it. Very good, very good. We're talking with Ollie today. We need to take a break and talk about some other things here. Some of the people who make it all possible, we appreciate them helping us out here on the Zack Owen Live Show. Terry Hunt filling in for Zach while he's out for the remainder of the week. Country music news is going to be coming up with Kevin. We've got that and much more, but let's take a break and thank some of the people that make it all possible with us today on the Zack Owen Live Show.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Hey, Leroy the Copier Dog here. Ready for an upgrade on a brand new Kia Sierra copier? Call CTWP. We'll find the perfect fit for your business. Stay local. Call CTWP before you sign. CTWP, your local copier company.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatments, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Golf Partner.
Hi, I'm Mitch, the co-founder of Cake, a sexual health and wellness company designed for today and designed for you. Yes, you. The entire product line can be found at hellocake.com, and it's also available in every Walmart near you.
Relax with Hemp Delicious, Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. That's internxt.com today.
Is your Mac running slow? Mac Booster 8 is your all-in-one solution to clean up 20 types of junk files. Get your Mac running like new again with Mac Booster 8. Visit macboost.net today.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle. The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It is all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic.
We're back once again, and we appreciate you joining us right here on the Zack Owen Live Show. Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, by the way, really cool music coming up for us in the next hour. But today we're talking with Ollie Pettigrew. He is that English guy, the English man. We'll get into more about what he has and what he can offer and how you can keep up with him on the way. But let me remind you about some friends of ours right here in the area that make things possible for us with the Zack Owen Live Show. Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple with all kinds of things. I mean, we're talking a wide range of window treatments that can change any space, any room. You can go with whatever you want with any kind of theme. Free consultation, so they'll come in and you can kind of give them an idea and they'll go, you know, from what you're saying, I think this is the way we go, and they'll bring you samples and they'll show you some things and they'll work with you to get your vision right out there for you. If you call right now, you'll get 30% off.
No. That actually stopped.
Oh.
The 30% off is no longer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So if you call Kayla right now, you'll get in at regular price.
Yes. Yes.
But that's okay because their prices are very competitive. So the 30% off was great, but still you'll find a great deal when you talk to Kayla. 254-844-7939. That number again, 254-844-7939. Look for Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple, and thank you guys for helping out with us. All right. Country music news?
Yeah, let's
What's in the world of country music news today?
What's going on in country music news? Brought to you by Stroud Security. Megan Maroney's newest project, Cloud 9, has been performing incredibly well, and the singer released an elaborate sky-written track list reveal to hype the release. Did you hear about this?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Really?
Yes.
Well, apparently you weren't looking up. Downtown Nashville, though, coming up, will be officially taken over by the CMA Fest presented by SoFi from June 4th to 7th. So what is that? Not this weekend, kind of next week, tail end of the week. The nightly Nissan Stadium main stage features massive artists, including Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, Keith Urban, and Blake Shelton. So if you so desire, you can go down to Nashville. It seems to me that a lot of these things are being like live streamed, so be on the lookout. I haven't looked into that, but be on the lookout for where you may be able to live stream that.
The way technology has gone, you know, it used to be that during CMA Fest there would be thousands and thousands and thousands of people that would go, but when you can catch pieces of it online now, you may not be able to reach out and touch the artist or get an autograph or a picture, but you can really be a part of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. And then Carly Pierce, kind of during that same time, is hosting her 5th annual charity pop-up on June 5th at the Music City Center, selling items from her personal wardrobe. I don't know about that one.
So she runs a consignment store is what you're saying.
I don't know. From her personal wardrobe, and it benefits the CMA Foundation. Go and be a part of that, and donate, but don't be a creeper. That's just, I mean.
I love how you walked yourself into that corner.
Yeah,
we just left you there. We'll see if he can walk us
like,
out.
All for a good cause, hopefully. That's what's going on in country music news, brought to you by Stroud Security.
That's well plenty.
Yeah, Stroud Security might need to step in there. I don't know, in some of that.
I need to clarify. You said someone did a track listing with skywriting?
Yeah,
I mean, the size of the letters. It must have been the size of North America. No wonder no one could read it. It's like, there's a D there.
It had to have been an EP with only 4 songs on it, because if you try to put 10, you're gonna be going.
Well, maybe the songs are just 1 letter each.
Well,
you know?
and
That's it. Yes.
You get to track 10, you go, oh wait, what was track 1? It's kind of dissipated now.
No, it's
I
gone
don't know.
now.
Maybe it was a 1, a 2, a 3. That's how I'm listing my tracks on there,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. Oh my gosh.
Do you remember hidden tracks?
Oh,
I was just
yes.
talking to
Yes.
kids about this, like, because back when you'd get an album, you'd listen to the whole thing. You know, it's not necessarily I was listening to vinyl, but I was listening to CDs.
Yep.
You'd fall asleep, or your thing would end, and then there'd be 7 minutes of silence, and then that secret
Yep.
track.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that, they miss out on that stuff, man.
But-
Stuff like that was cool.
Okay, it was so cool back then, but you know what we didn't do? All you got to do is look at vinyl, and you'll see that there's another track on it.
Right.
You
Yeah,
can
you
see
can see the
you can
line.
see the grooves,
Yeah.
how it
Yeah.
goes, and we would all be like, oh, "Is there something else?" And all you got to do is go, "Yeah, there it is." There it is. So yeah, no,
And
I
you
remember
found out
those.
about that from like your cool cousin or someone's brother, because there was no Twitter to spoil some for you. You just had to kind of randomly discover
That's it.
things.
You bet. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Or
stuff like
you
that.
got it. You got it from the radio, because we always tried to find something unique about that to share, and you wanted to be the first guy. Anyway, all right. So back to you.
Sorry, I'm great with random subjects.
That's okay. That's all right. That's kind of the way it is. But so
Welcome to the Zack Owen Show.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
yes, I am following in his footsteps with no pattern at all, no
Yeah.
pathway.
Sometimes I think it's the best way to do it. Honestly, we were talking right before the show started. You know, like you did, like was it 40 years in radio? I did 20 years in television, and honestly, I feel like you just need to start the ball rolling. And for certain people, that's all you need.
That's it. You
Push.
bet. You bet.
Yeah, I can talk, no problem.
Yeah, but see, I can see you doing TV. I had the face for radio, so that's why I stayed there.
You've got a great radio voice, though. My voice is okay, but like you meet like people and then they turn it on and go, "Hi, welcome to the Zack Owen Show."
No, the Ron radios, the Ron radios that we remember, and no, mine came from allergies and allergies and whiskey, and just having all of the sinus issues, and so you just talk from here because you can't talk from here because there's nothing left there.
Yeah, funny enough, actually, working in television, I was based in Singapore, and one of the guys that used to work out there as well was Mike Kasem, Casey Kasem's son.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I was like, oh man, like even I knew Casey Kasem, like even living in Singapore and being somewhat removed from like, an American upbringing. But like, I thought that was kind of like, oh, wow, what a small world that we live in.
Yes, it is. It can be. It can be.
The thing about it is, as big as Texas is, and Texas is huge, I mean, it is ridiculous. It has really changed my perspective on driving. I used to be
I was waiting for that, yes.
I used to be a very impatient driver. I'm always about the destination, not the journey. I lived in Singapore, right, for a decade or more. Singapore is a country, an island, a city, and a state all at the same time. So it's only 40 miles across. It's like a suburb of Dallas. You could probably fit the whole of Singapore inside DFW airport or something like that. But it was the kind of place where if it was in the other side of the island, I'm like, oh. It's in Tampines, that's 20 minutes away. Why would we go there? So I lived like for a decade, I barely went across the other side of the island. And same thing that when I was in the UK, 4 years ago, I took my family and we did London, Paris, we did Bath, we did York, we did Glasgow, Edinburgh, all this kind of stuff. It was just hilarious how small the country suddenly seemed to me after living here in the States for like 13 years now. And so and it was so funny the way people reacted, because Mrs. and I, we were in London, and we're like, what will we do tomorrow? We're like, people were going, yeah, where are you going tomorrow? We go, oh, we're going to drive to Glasgow or Edinburgh. They go, you're going to Scotland? You're going to Scotland? It's 6 hours away. It might as well have been the moon. And it's like, but we're like, after living in Texas, we're like, yeah, it's only 6 hours away. I mean, it's just down the road. What are you complaining about? And I think that's a part I really enjoy. Honestly, like I said, my video today is about driving, but so's mine tomorrow as well, because it's been so eye-opening to me that I'll just like, people will call for a meeting and I go, where are you? And they go, oh, I'm 100 miles away. I go, yeah, I'll just drive down. We'll get a coffee and a tea, and then I'll drive back afterwards. But if you take the right road, as long as it's not 35, if you're taking the back roads, I'll just drive on Texas back roads all day.
So have you made the drive from here to El Paso?
My wife quite literally is doing that right now, but she's not stopping at El Paso. She's going to Phoenix. My wife is a machine, and she is going to do a 14-hour drive today, which will probably take 15, 16 hours when you involve the stops and things like that. But yeah, she when I came here, she was starting that drive. And that's the craziest part, that we'd be driving to Phoenix because my TV show was based there. And so my wife and the kids would drive backwards and forwards. And it's like 75% of the drive is Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only half of Texas.
Yeah.
And then you get to
Yes.
Texas, and it's, Las Cruces in Mexico, and Tucson, Phoenix, you're there!
Yeah.
So it's like when you're driving one way, you feel like, oh, we're almost there. When you get to Texas, you're like, we are not almost there. We're not even in the same realm as almost there.
Oh.
We're in West Texas. We're not even anywhere right now.
Right, yes, yes. And West Texas is huge because it can be Northwest Texas, Southwest Texas, or out toward El Paso, West Texas.
I'm trying to, I've been really like getting out a lot more. So I work with a lot of cities, like cities and events invite me around. And we're slowly creeping into the West. Like we did Terlingua, I did Del Rio down on the border. That's not really West, but then it was San Angelo had me and Mrs. out. Then we just got back from Abilene like 2 weeks ago. We did a long weekend there.
I spent a week in Abilene one night.
Yeah, it's yeah. There it is, the kind of place where you can do that. And then like I've got like when I get off today, like I've got a bunch of calls, but we're talking about now like getting up into the High Plains area.
Yep.
Between sort of like in the Lubbock area, this wine company I'm talking to, and that's kind of the fun thing about doing that Englishman is it's like I'm all over. There was 10 days I did 2,500 miles in Steve. And like, Mrs. even the one that says, she's like, man, I'm Texan. I was born here. And since you've started doing this, you've taken me more places I haven't been. It's ridiculous, but really fun.
Texas has some really cool things, and I will tell you, you don't know what you miss until you have to move away.
Yeah.
And I did from a job. And when I got to the Northeast and realized this is not going to be a long, life-changing event, I would go to places. And then when I came back to Texas, I started going to places I was taking for granted.
Yeah.
And touring Texas, and we talked about staycations and things like that yesterday. But yeah, there was just a lot of things that that Texas has to offer. I mean, and we grew up with it. Mm-hmm. But you've got the East Texas piney woods,
yep.
And then you've got the High Plains. And then you get down toward the coastal area, but you've got all the rivers and all the little valley areas in the middle of this. And
yeah.
It had to be eye-opening for you when you wanted to be here and you first got here and you realized it's what we say it is.
Well, interestingly enough, I didn't get to discover the real Texas until 12 years ago. So the first sort of 8 years of my experience of Texas were kind of slanted because like we were working, like I said, working in Asia, working and very busy in television and all that sort of stuff. So the first time I came out was 20 years ago to meet my wife's family. But for the first 6-7 years of every experience I had was Thanksgiving and Christmas. So Waco 20 years ago, especially,
right.
The weather was a bit different. Thanksgiving, it was just always brown. All the grass had died. It was cold. It was wet. It was rainy. It was muddy. All this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, like I like the Texans. And I was like, but Texas, and like I said, no diss on Waco, you're great now, but 20 years ago, Waco was a very different place. But it's like, but then 12 years ago, 13 years ago, we moved to the States, we buy a house, and we took a drive, I want to say it was down to the Shiner Brewery. Yeah. Like Mrs. knows, Shiner Bock, I discovered that 20 years ago, my first trip, and been in love ever since. But we're driving down in April. It's spring. It's all the wildflowers are out. It's green, and I'm in the car going, "This is what Texas looks like." And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, I get it now." It's like, honestly, there are times when I'm on the back roads at this time of year, like is that it looks like England, weirdly enough, in certain places, like the way that the country roads and the greenery and things, and you just get away from it. There's moments where you could convince me I was in the motherland.
This is the motherland.
Honestly, mate, look at my T-shirt, Adopted
Yes,
Texan. It's
Adopted
like
Texan.
It's if no one is more surprised than I am that one that I've ended up here, 2 that I'm living just out of Waco, but 3 that I'm loving it. I love living in Texas. I'm like, I couldn't have seen it coming, and I think that's what's been the really fun thing for a lot of people that follow me. Is they're along for the adventure. Like when I first came up with the idea of that Englishman, I figured, oh, cool, what I'll be doing is explaining Texas to everyone else.
Right.
Like, okay, like I've been coming here for 20 years, I've been married to a Texan, I've been coming here a lot, I kind of speak Like, I'm relatively fluent at Texan, so maybe I can kind of explain Texas to everyone else. No, I explain Texas to Texans. 95% of my followers are Texans.
It's one of those things that, like I said, if you go away, you take a lot of things for granted, and you've kind of got to get reeled back in, and the best way to do that is to leave the state and come back and really see what you missed.
Well, kind of what you were saying as well about not appreciating what's around you is it's my curiosity to learn. So because I'm looking at it from with outside eyes, but with a natural curiosity, people like, I do love it when people are like, man, like, he's look at this British guy pointing out stuff like why are you telling our secrets? Or when people say, I lived down the road for 25 years, I had no idea this was even here. That's what I love to hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've got a buddy that moved to Texas. I worked with him in radio from New Hampshire, and he's written 2 or 3 books on Texas.
Yeah.
He is back here and is loving it. So anyway, we're going to talk more and get into specific shows and how to find you and things like that, because I'm not going to rush you off. This is too much fun. But let me remind you, we do have some things that are going to be happening here very soon. We're going to be celebrating some days, and we'll tell you the days we're celebrating. Yeah, this is the right day. Just making sure, Kevin.
Yep.
Not that I have a memory or anything like that, but
yesterday was a little awkward because I gave you Monday, but turns out yesterday was Tuesday, even though it felt like Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This whole week, I mean, this is hump day, but we're really not halfway through the week yet.
Right.
We've got 2 more days to get through. So anyway, things we celebrate, we'll do that, and much, much more on the way right here at the Zack Owen Live Show. Terry Hunt sitting in for Zach. Kevin's over there running everything, and of course, doing what he does all the time, and the Englishman. We are so happy that you're here.
I'm always love to talk.
We'll talk more coming up right after this.
If your AC is working overtime and your house still feels hot, maybe it's your old windows that are to blame. Worn seals, warped frames, and outdated glass can let hot air in and cool air out. Beat the Texas heat. Call Universal Windows Direct to Central Texas today for a cooler home and lower energy bill. 0% financing is available with your good credit.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
It's the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Tour a variety of homes at different price points, plus see the latest trends from beautiful kitchens to outdoor living spaces. See the latest colors and design patterns. This is your chance to walk through homes, meet the builders, and get inspiration for your own projects. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and June 13th and 14th. Tickets are available online or at any parade home. For more information, go to wacohomeparade.com.
Welcome to Kit Bag, the ultimate destination for football fans. Whether you're cheering for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any other top club, for true football passion, think Kit Bag. Visit kitbag.com today. That's KITBAG.com. Kit Bag.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
Welcome to Market XLS, your all-in-one Excel solution for investors. Designed as an enterprise-grade platform, Market XLS caters to investment managers, secure and efficient investment management and research. Book your free demo.
At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi.
Thank you to those fine people because they're making it all possible here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill for the Zack Owen Live Show. They're also helping make it possible for Zack to travel to all these faraway places.
Yeah.
You know?
Only Zack.
That's it,
Not Kevin.
Yeah.
Only Zack.
It's funny because every time I have to fill in, you're still here. And we talk about all the exotic places where he is. So
I have now worked on this show for over a year, and I have taken one trip. And I had to work my tail off to make sure I could take that trip. And that was a Make-A-Wish trip to Disney.
Oh, I remember that. I remember when you were getting set for that. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Very cool. Some of the other people that make it all possible here, of course, are our friends at Allen Samuels in Waco. They've got all kinds of good things going on right now, so make sure you stop by. $13,000 off the Ram 1500 Lone Star, 2.9% for 72 months. If you want to talk about one of the best, you can talk about America's best full-size truck powertrain, 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Big savings at Allen Samuels. You know that all the time. And again, like you mentioned, Ted Teague, and you can talk about Allen Samuels. They got the coat over the shoulder. Right. Make sure you come by and let's be friends, all right? We're talking back here with the English guy. Thank you very much, Ollie Pettigrew.
There you go. See, that's one of the fun things. No one can resist doing the accent at some point.
Of course,
Everybody
that's it,
does
yeah. We think we're doing the accent. Okay,
right. You're not wrong.
What we hear here is not exactly what it is. All right, celebrations today. National Grape Popsicle Day, which is nothing more than purple-colored water.
There's a day for anything.
Yes.
There's a day for anything. That is National Purple Frozen Water on a Stick Day.
Right. Yes.
Cool. But you're forgetting the most important ingredient to the grape popsicle. Sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Sugar.
Yeah,
yes,
of course.
of course. I skipped that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like if you ever try to make Sprite in real life and squeeze a lemon and a lime in your mouth, it's disgusting because the major ingredient in Sprite is sugar. Yeah.
National Sunscreen Protection Day, which we've needed on and off here recently because of clouds, and then you get the bright sun and all of that.
Wait, we need protection from sunscreen?
National
Didn't know it was so
Sunscreen
dangerous.
Protection Day.
Yeah, sunscreen. Everyone, protect yourselves from sunscreen. You heard it here first.
Yes. Also, World Ollie Day. No, I'm sorry. That's World Otter Day.
Oh,
World Otter Day.
Finally! Oh, otters are my spirit animal. I love otters.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that is my number one. That is like, there is a place down in McGregor where I know you can sit in a hot tub with a bunch of otters, and I haven't done it yet. Got to do that. Happiest day of my life when I do.
Wow. Okay.
I love otters. They are so, look, there, right on the screen. Adorable. Look at their little faces.
Yep. And Cameron Park has some amazing otters.
Yes, they do.
They have like a slide through it's amazing. My kids love it, and I get stuck in there, and then I really love it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Otters rule.
Yeah. National Senior Health and Fitness Day.
All right.
I think we know who we're talking to on that. Me. Might as well be looking in a mirror. National Emergency Medical Service for Children Day. National EMS for Children Day.
Right.
So thank you to AMR and all of the good people who take care of the kids when they're falling on the playground or whatever they do, or as many kids break a bone.
Right.
Mom and dad says,
we have had a few incidences.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
We've had a few incidences where we have needed EMS support for some of my kids, and it is incredible the ones that are. You can definitely tell the difference when you're at a children's hospital versus when you are at a regular hospital. And there's a difference in how they conduct everything that they do, including the ambulance ride. And so much credit to them.
This next celebration day is a little sticky for me to talk about, but we're going to go anyway. National Cellophane Tape Day. Celebrates and commemorates the invention of this amazing transparent adhesive tape in 1930.
Okay.
All right, I'm putting in a submission for that Englishman in Texas Day. We're doing it. You can have a day for anything. We're doing this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, April 2nd. That's what we're going to do. My birthday. That Englishman in Texas Day.
There you go.
When is your birthday?
April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Though my wedding anniversary is March 2nd, which is a very important day in Texas. Why?
It is Texas Independence Day.
Boom. Yes, it is. I actually got baptized as a Texan on Texas Independence Day. You can do that in the city of Huntsville, where Sam Houston is interred. And so on Texas Independence Day, they march from Sam Houston University. There's a whole bunch of people there. You gather at the grave of Sam Houston. They bless you with the water that flows past his museum. You take a pledge, and they proclaim you y'all, and they give you a certificate. Hilarious but true.
Congratulations. Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Next time I need to drive, I'm gonna give you a call and get that truck over here. Let's do a little driving out in the country.
Oh, mate, that's the fun thing about doing what I do is I know all kinds of fun, weird places to go and do, and I can drop knowledge on Texans all the time. I'm like, you want a place? Oh, I've got a place for you. It's awesome. Like, for example, if you're looking for a really good burger, like there's a couple nearby, but the one that I like, one of the very first ones I discovered is in Cranfill's Gap. All right, so it's a teeny tiny, I call it a 7-iron town. If you give me a 7-iron and a golf ball, I could hit that ball clear across town.
Yep.
The only place there is the Horny Toad Bar and Grill, but they do this this double bacon cheddar burger with a toad bun, which is this sourdough cheddar jalapeno bun. It's an absolute banger. You have to drive on 40, 50 miles of farm to market roads to get there. But it's a great drive, and that burger is so worth it. I recommend it to everybody.
If you're in Dallas or Houston, that's just driving across the city from one side to the other.
Yeah.
And
but without taking your life into your hands.
That's it. You bet. You bet. So we've talked about the things you do. Where can we find you online? What have you got going on right now that we can tune in and learn more about our own state?
Well, it's so easy to find me. You just Google That Englishman in Texas, where you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or Ollie Pettigrew, where I am on Facebook. It's like I said, the algorithm knows who I am now. It's kind of easy to find me. Though I do something else as well, is I do a movie podcast with Rogue Media, actually. It's called The United States of a Movie, where every week we try to find one movie to define each state in the United States. So we just finished season 2, so we've just taken the last few weeks off because we've done like 130 episodes. So we've done like 500 movies. But we've done Texas a few times. Texas is a really fascinating state. There are some states where there are thousands of movies, and then there's Delaware, you know, like we've done all the movies there in just 2 seasons. But funny enough, I was chatting with the guys right before we started rolling, and I asked them a question, and they didn't know about this. But yes, so
this is where we're going to be embarrassed, right now. At least I am, being a native Texan.
Because you're not going to be embarrassed, because hardly anyone's heard about this. But this is why I love doing what I do. Is I go, ooh, I've got something for you, especially if you're from Waco. Some people will remember this, but back in the 80s, there was an action movie shot entirely here in Waco. It's called Action USA, ! Right? Think like Lethal Weapon, but not. You know, it's a less lethal weapon. It's, you know, it's like, oh, it's an imitation weapon. But it's directed...
Slightly injuring weapon.
Yeah, it's what the kids would call a Temu version.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's we have Lethal Weapon at home.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but... It's part of its charm is that it's terrible, but it's also not terrible. It's a movie that's directed by a stunt director, stunt coordinator, kind of thing like Hal Needham did for Smokey and the Bandit, right?
Yeah.
But the movie opens with a 20-minute action scene shot all around downtown Waco. You're like, there's the Yellowco building. That is, honestly, if you know Waco's geography, the car chase is taking place in the same 4 or 5 blocks. It's just being done from different angles. But it starts off with, there's like a murder, there's a car chase, there's a guy hanging off a helicopter, he falls out the helicopter, he's in Lake Waco, gets picked up in another car, the car chase continues, this car jumps over an exploding bus, and I'm seriously, guys, there is a full-down, knockdown, drag-out fight in the Melody Ranch. And it's just Melody Ranch. It's called Melody Ranch. Like, it's brilliant. And this whole, like, the funny thing about it is, like, if you think about the movie for even 3 seconds, it just completely falls apart. But I'm like, don't. Just turn your brain off. Just watch it happen. Because, like, the entire, like, there's basically a plot about, like, a witness and FBI and got to get them to safety. But they treat Waco like there's no way out. Like Waco's an island. I'm, guys, just jump on Highway 6. You're good. You know, like, just the 35's right there. Problem solved. No, this problem can only be solved by blowing things up and shooting people. And that's, you know what I was here for. It's brilliant. It's terrible. It's fantastic.
But if it was shot in the 80s, it looks entirely different than what we are used to now.
And that's why it's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, those opening 20 minutes are from just, imagine, like, you know, you've got that Waterworld stunt show, right? This is the Waco version. And like, honestly, my buddies, my co-hosts, Will and Ryan, they're saying you should just do Action USA tours. I'm like, mate. It's seriously, you guys, like, if you've never seen it, you're a Waco local, you have to, like, get as many of your friends together.
Yep.
This is definitely an enjoy it with friends over a couple of beverages late at night and make a game out of it. It's hilarious.
Who are some of the people in it? Do you even recall
You would
them?
not recognize a single person.
Okay.
A single person. You might take, that guy was in, you know, he was a bit part on TV, but no, it was sort of one of those movies that was kind of lost to history. And then people are rediscovering these things. And that's what the great thing about doing my movie podcast is. I used to do a movie show for Cinemax, right? Like when it was in Asia. And you just sort of be introduced to weird things. But doing the podcast, I often find that the hardest thing now is trying to find something to watch. It's called the paralysis of choice. You're on Netflix, I've got 2.5 hours to watch a movie. What shall I watch? And then you spend an hour trying to pick a movie.
Yep.
So doing the podcast, I'm forced into watching movies that I would honestly never watch ever. And it's taken me down these roads of discovering some of these just terrible movies that are just iconic. There's a Miami Connection, a movie that was made by a guy that had taekwondo money. It was shown 3 times in one theater ever in Miami, and then someone discovered it, and it's brilliant. Miami Connection is another one of those movies cannot recommend enough. Hard Ticket to Hawaii, absolutely comedically bad. New York Ninja is a movie they discovered finished, but they had no audio for it and they had no shooting script. So they took the movie and they got action stars from like the 80s to just say what they think they're saying. So they lip read and then re-record it. So all of this stuff is incredible. And I think one of the most amazing ones I discovered, it actually only came out 2 years ago. It's called Hundreds of Beavers. All right, it is a 1.5 hour long, black and white, silent movie. And if you're like, what? It's also one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's like done in the tradition of like Looney Tunes.
Okay.
But it's like Looney Tunes with video game logic. I recommend, again, Hundreds of Beavers is one of those movies that I am sitting alone, laughing out loud. And you're watching it going, well, how are they going to do this for 5 minutes? And then 15 minutes in, you're like, well, how are they going to do this for half an hour? And then half an hour, you're like, how are they going to stick this landing? At the end of the movie, you're like, that was the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Okay, make some notes. We got to check those out. We got to check those out.
Just subscribe to my podcast. Trust me.
Very good. We can do that, and we will take care of that. I love this. This is so much fun. We got to talk about Zactoid, which is on the way.
Yep.
Zactoid.
You get to do it. So it's Zach generally kind of takes it with an etymology of a word history.
Okay.
But it is meant to be any kind of useless information that you know that you think people need to know.
So this is off the top of my head today?
Yeah. You got a commercial break to figure it out.
I already did the Texas Tejas Tasha thing, man. We should have saved it.
I know, yeah. I may point out over here. So all of that is on the way. That's coming up. National Days. We did that, didn't we? Yes,
yep,
we did that. Sorry, making sure I've got everything
Texas
covered.
Day. Yep.
Yes, that's it. National Cellophane Tape Day. You will use that today.
Yeah.
You better.
I don't know what we did before 1930, whatever, when it was created. We had to actually use brown,
paper clips.
Oh, you should do things about all the things invented in Texas.
Glue.
Like the frozen margarita machine.
Yeah.
That was invented in Texas.
Yep. You bet. All right. We're back in a moment. Zack Owen Show Live. Thank you for enjoying the frivolity that we have and some of the weird humor and your patience as well while Zach is out. Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Music on the way a little bit later on next hour, but we'll be back right here to talk to the Englishman. We'll do that coming up next right here.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. us.muc-off.com.
Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. NALGENE.com.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. NordVPN.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
A house is a property, but we live in homes. Home sweet home. Homes where the heart is. We aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating and more time living.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels. Visit OpenGOAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
We're back once again right here at the Zack Owen Live Show. Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. We're talking to that English guy, the English man, the adopted Texan. We've got Ollie with us today. Quick reminder that the Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes is on the way, coming up the 5th, 6th, and 7th of June, and the 13th and 14th. All kinds of great homes that you can tour. You can check out the inside, the outside, and of course, builders will be there to help you get inspired and help you develop what exactly you're looking for. Tickets are online at WacoHomeParade.com or any one of the parade of homes that you are visiting throughout the day. Zactoid, I'm stumped here on this.
All right. I have one ready, cocked, and loaded.
You know, when you're throwing out, give me a random fact, and I'm just sorry.
So I have some useless. So in my band, me and my drummer said we have the most useless music knowledge collective.
All right.
So since this is largely a music, show, although musicians aren't here yet, we'll see how that goes.
As they drive in listening, but
right,
anyway.
Yeah, as they're like coming right behind me. So this band was formerly, before they were their own band, Santana's backup band, or some of the members were Santana's backup band, and then they formed their own band. Who is that band?
Santana backup band.
The guitarist, right? Okay. All right.
What's that really sort of like the famous ones that always like playing in Cuba? I can't even remember that band. This is the toughest one, right?
I am completely lost on this.
I'm an Asian-born English guy.
Right. Yeah.
So even naming bands is hard for me. It's like I stopped listening to new music 20 years ago. Santana's backup band.
Well, this isn't
Are they
new,
still
so
playing?
you don't
Are they still playing?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Are they still playing as their other band, the original name?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
If I dish this out and you don't know it, it's going to be one of those kind of moments.
I have those every day.
Okay. All right. You will definitely recognize the band itself. It's the connection.
Okay.
It's like you'd be like, wait.
I'm committing. I'm going with the Pussycat Dolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm feeling good about it.
That's good. Yeah.
Confidence is honestly 90% of it.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
You push
with
up
that,
those
yes.
buttons.
I was thinking 13th floor elevators.
Oh, okay. The band.
Wait, do you even know who the 13th floor elevators are?
Oh, I just assumed that was a job you used to have in like the Alico building. Or
Yeah. No, 13th floor elevators. Feel like old music. It's from Texas.
13th floor elevators?
Yeah. Okay. Go. I'm sorry.
The band is Journey.
Oh,
really?
No way.
Really?
There were members of Santana's band that left and formed Journey in San Francisco.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That is a Zactoid.
1973, Journey was formed. And
Okay, that's a good one.
Yep.
I like that one.
There you go.
See, even I knew that band.
I told you, you know the band.
Wait, hold on.
But the connection.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
There you go. Yep. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much for coming in, man.
My pleasure.
It's so much fun. Let's stay in touch because this has just been fun.
Do you know the best way to do it, guys? Just follow me, that Englishman in Texas. You get into my life, feel like you know me. And it's crazy, honestly. There's now nowhere in Texas that I can go with my wife and not get recognized.
All right. What's your favorite spot in Texas? Just your favorite thing that you've seen?
That's almost impossible. But what I can do is I can give you some, I would tell you some of the places that have really surprised me. There's a couple, actually, you're going to have to get on 35 to do it. But Gainesville is the last stop. If you're going up I-35, right, just before you cross the Red River.
To go to Windstar.
On the I-35, so go north of, Fort Worth.
Yep.
The very last exit before you get to Oklahoma is this place called Gainesville. And it's like everyone drives past it because they're on the way to the casino. Stay there. Stay in Gainesville. Still do the casino, but it's 2 minutes down the road. But that place, Like it was such a, as soon as you get off the highway, it's such a great little community, so many independent places to go, such great people. And they've got another little town just south of that called Valley View, where there's a whole bunch of there's 3 or 4 of these really, really good vineyards, great places to stay. I'm like, it was like going on a vacation. And so many people go down to Fredericksburg now, and it's almost getting busy. Don't get me wrong, I've been there 3 times this year. It's great. But when I'm talking about a place you haven't been, as I say, Gainesville, Valley View, go check that out. It's only just north of the Metroplex. Yep. It's a total hidden little gem. The other one, like I said, Cranfield's Gap if you want that burger. But honestly, once you get on my page, I've got hundreds of those places that I could recommend.
Right off of the interstate through Gainesville and back a little farther, you'll find like Sherman and Denison and all of that. And a little town called Whitesboro is through there. And then you have Collinsville and Tioga, which is another great little Pilot Point. Some of those little towns that you need to check it out, because in Collinsville is where my grandmother lived, and so I stayed up there. My oldest daughter and her husband built a house just north of there, and I love going to that area. That's what I grew up in Texas, going to all of that farmland. Collinsville had an old square years ago, and my youngest daughter actually bought me a book about Collinsville history, and there's a picture from the 1920s of a big festival in downtown Collinsville.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And I know that my dad was in that picture somewhere.
It's like, that's so cool. I mean, that's the thing I like doing about the small towns, is so many people they're attracted. They go to Houston, Austin, Dallas. They're trying to do the cool stuff. And I'm like, I like to go to the small towns and get into the shenanigans.
Yep.
And places that got an interesting history. Or, ooh, did you know? And they've all got an event. It's like Eastland. Like Eastland has on display in their courthouse, they have old Rip, somewhat immortal horned toad that survived 40 years in the corner of this courthouse. But literally, they have an old Rip's rib cook-off. I know that because I've been the judge there. They have a festival, but they literally go to Eastland, Texas, and look in their courthouse, and there is a horned toad on display. A president of this country came to Eastland to see it. There's honestly, it's a very Texas trait. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
That's true. Quick, again, here we go. I know we got a time crunch to hit. Eastland.
I actually, because this has been brought up a couple times, I wanted to play a game with you guys. Okay. All right. So I'm sure Ollie knows this. Do you know what a blind rank is, Terry?
A blind what?
A blind rank.
I have no clue.
Explain this. Go
okay, so blind rank.
Assume it.
So I'm going to give you 5 things. So you have 5 positions. You don't know what's coming next, and you have to rank them based on what you don't know is coming next. Okay.
Yes.
So
I've heard that done with sports.
Right. You talked about burgers earlier, so I'm going to give you Waco-based burger joints. You have to rank them, not knowing what's coming next. Blind rank the Waco burger establishments. Okay.
Got too many friends at these places. I'm going to tick somebody off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't worry about that. Just your gut first instinct. Okay. So 5 of them. Okay.
Right.
Whiz bangs.
Hellberg barbecue.
No.
See, you got to explain it better.
Man.
Whiz bang. You have to say is that
I would put 3 because I don't know the other ones, and I hate to.
You don't know what's coming next.
Okay,
Blind
3 on the
okay,
list.
Okay,
Put 3.
So whiz bangs is 3 for you.
I'm gonna go 4.
Okay. All right. Doghouse. New place. Known for their dogs, burgers as well. I actually just had them this weekend.
I'm going to say 4.
4.
And I'm going to say 5.
Okay. Health camp.
Ooh. Man. I had that first one was 20 years ago. That's going to go 2.
Okay. And I say you can't include the shake in here. It's the burger only. No fries, just the burger.
Just because I'm running out and I think there's still 2 good ones coming, I'm going to say 5. I hate to do that for health camp.
Okay. All right. Twisted Root.
Oh, God.
I'm going to have to go 3 because I've got to save 1 just in case.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm left with 1 or 2, and it's great, but it's not what I consider 1.
Okay.
So I would say 2.
All right. Hopefully I've included your 1 because you both have 1 left, and your position 1 is Billy Bob's.
My wife and I go there every Saturday. So
there you go. Ollie got it. Terry seems disappointed.
You're
Did I
leaving
miss
some
one
off though? That's
yeah. Where's
the thing.
Ketox?
Yeah,
You gotta get
you know,
Keith
I mean,
in there.
Double R. I mean, there's
Double
so
R.
many. Yeah,
Hellberg's got this insane smash burger.
Yeah.
But that's so weird that that's where it ended up, because that's my wife, mine and Mrs. our weekend tradition. We've been doing it for about 18 months now. Is that we go because their burgers are genuinely legit, reliable, deliver, and honestly, at a time like now, quite affordable compared to others. You know, it's legit.
We did hamburger runs in radio one week when we were in there. We went to. I mean, it was like lunch and dinner. We went to all the hamburger places. I mean, and there's so many, and they're all good in a different way.
Right.
But yes, Ketox is good because of the fries.
Yeah, you get in with the fries and the soy sauce and everything else.
Right. Anyway,
See, you can't include all the particulars there.
Okay.
All right. Do you
We're
want to know
behind.
what's going on around Waco?
Yes, tell us. I'm a little behind on this.
That's
so
all right.
Please go.
Here we go. Here's what's going on around Waco, brought to you by Stroud Security. Let's see. It's Wine Wednesday at Marie's Wine Bar, and it's Women's Wednesday at the Will. It's also Village Wednesday. You can step back in time every Wednesday at the Mayborn's Historic Village. Cool. It comes to life with interactive activities, hands-on demonstrations, and storytelling, because that's so important in Texas. Included in the price of admission to the museum, Baylor University students, if you're still around, and museum members receive free admission. The Bellamy Brothers here at the Backyard on Friday, and Saturday is Lone Star Skinner, the Leonard Skinner tribute. Urban Expressions and Urban Reap are presenting Art in the Garden on Friday 11 to noon. And so you can go garden-themed crafts and everything you want there. $15 for adults, $10 for first through 12th grade kids. All proceeds go to Mission Waco's art program. And Saturday, there will be the Sunset Neon Pool Party at AC Lounge, so you can come kick off the summer well. Join them poolside for a dive-in movie. Not a drive-in movie, okay? Swimming themed.
That's what they do on cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah, on cruises, dive in. You get to sit around the pool, and they have the big screen. So
yeah. So dive-in movie at the AC Hotel. Themed cocktails, concession stand will all be available for purchase. Their tickets are $25 or $50 if you want a cabana. So that's what's going on now and coming up this week around Waco. Brought to you by Stroud Security.
All right.
That's crazy. If you'd done what's going on in Waco 20 years ago, it would have been this. There was nothing going on.
Actually, again, when I was working in Austin and being in Fort Worth, Waco was a stop for restroom or gas.
Yeah, I called it the on-the-way-to city. You drove through it on the way to literally anywhere else.
I've talked to so many people that when they come to Waco now, they're like, oh my gosh, we never ventured off the access road. It was just right there, and there's so many other things. I know we can ramble about this. What are you doing next hour?
What am I doing? This, I suppose. I'll check my schedule. I know I've got a meeting coming up, but we got time. But no, I mean, Waco is like, yeah, it's. I almost feel. I tell people around Texas, I feel like I've threaded the needle. I got time.
Okay.
Is that I get to live in the country, and I get to live like in a city. You know, I said, I remember back when it used to be, where do you want to go, George's or BJ's? The end. You know, I remember when East Waco was where you used to go to get basically murdered.
Careful.
You know? Yeah, there's a lot more that you can go on down there. But I even went downtown. The only thing you could find was parking because there was literally nothing to do. It was boarded up. I remember the silos being a place where you would shoot like a zombie movie. And it's like, fast forward, it's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I get to live country, but I can come downtown and I can get a top quality old fashioned, or I can go to an oyster bar, I can watch live music or comedy, I can do all this stuff. And then go back to the country. And it's like, without ever having to deal with like, I have to be in Austin the next 4 days, which drives me crazy because you cannot park anywhere without it costing like $40. It just, I was like, oh my God, maybe I'll just stay in Austin. And like, we'll see what happens. But it's like, yeah, no traffic, no nuts, no people like getting angry, no one honks their horn, no one flips me off. It's great. That's why I like living away. You see how it's growing.
Right.
I mean,
and if you wanted any of that, you're only a couple hours away.
Yes, right. Yeah, you can
and then
find
you
it
can
a couple
come
hours
right back.
away. Yes.
Right. You can go there, watch a sporting event, get flipped off, spend a whole bunch on parking, and then come back.
That's it. Come back home. Very good. Let's take a break real quick. We will continue with all kinds of things. Oh, do you want to do your joke of the day now? Do we still have time? I'm sorry.
Well, I was looking at them, and I was trying to there's one here that was like, well, what's a camper's favorite kind of math?
What is it?
Tenths. But see, I was like, exactly. My whole thing was like, I was never really a fan of camping. It's intense. That's my one.
Man, I'm real sorry you have to leave. Let's take a break. We got news and we've got weather. And on the other side, if you're still here, let's talk some more.
Sure.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. Attorney General Ken Paxton has won the Republican nomination for U.S. Senate. He defeated four-term Senator John Cornyn, 64% of the vote to 36%. Paxton was endorsed by President Donald Trump last week. His victory in Tuesday's runoff makes Cornyn the first Republican senator from Texas to lose the party's nomination for re-election. Paxton will run against State Representative James Tallarico in November. Meanwhile, the jury is set and testimony begins this morning in the trial of a former Catholic priest accused of sexual assault by 9 different women across the country. Father Anthony Odion served at Baylor's St. Peter's Catholic Student Center in Waco and also St. Mary's of the Assumption in West from 2006 to 12 and another church in Louisiana. 3 alleged victims from McLennan County are expected to testify. If convicted on all charges, he could face life in prison. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Last night, scattered showers and thunderstorms are now clearing the area off to the east. So while we may still have a few light showers persistent across central Texas this morning, that should be mostly clear out of the area by the noon hour. And as we head into the afternoon, yes, there may still be about a 20 to 30% chance for a few pop-up showers. It will still be kind of warm and humid. High temperatures get back in the upper 70s and lower 80s. We'll eventually recover to the upper 80s and lower 90s later this week. From KWTX, I'm First Alert Meteorologist C.D. Finley.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
Experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
Circulon C1 Series Clad with Scratch Defense Non-Stick. Maximize cooking, minimize cleaning. Discover the unmatched durability and elegance scratch-free, worry-free, forever.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. We deliver premier protection at affordable prices and express shipping. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
What if you could clean clean? With bio-based formulas and deep cleaning enzymes. No dyes, phthalates, or mystery ingredients. Just powerful pods for your dishes and laundry. Now you can, with drops made clean, made to clean.
With Ease US, make studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease.
We're right back here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. We appreciate you joining us and sitting in for Zach, Terry Hunt today. And we're kind of holding over our first guest. We're holding him over against his will.
Because such is the Texas way.
The Texas way, yeah. Is there something else I need to hit before we go?
No, I mean, we can go through, meander here. It's all good.
Right. Meandering, that's another good phrase, meandering.
It is. Well, I mean, honestly, it's a great way to explore Texas. It sounds like driving through hill country. I'd see that road, that back road that goes all the way down, like I was saying, Burnett, Johnson City, all the way to Fredericksburg. That's a meandering road. I enjoy that one. Highway 6 as well, just driving west on Highway 6, you just tune out. You're doing this. That's currently, like I said, my missus is right now driving west, and she will be for the next 15 hours.
Yeah. What was your first impression, if you can go back to that, seeing the bluebonnets?
Oh, wow, yeah. The thing is, it was not just the bluebonnets. It was all of it. But interestingly enough, is like we have wildflowers in the UK, which come out in spring, and they're everywhere, like in the forests and stuff like that, but they're bluebells. So we have bluebells, you have bluebonnets, you have bluebell ice cream. And I was like, oh, so to begin with, I kept getting them mixed up. Because I was always, she goes, no, Ollie, that's the ice cream. I'm like, right, sorry, bluebells, that's the British one. But it's like, it's the fun part about Texas is, you know, when I first started doing the Englishman, I was like, I reckon I could do maybe 20 videos about Texas. I've done like 830 now. But realizing I've barely even scratched the surface. There's so many different sides and facets to not just Texas, but Texans as well. And like, so, you know, realizing the difference of like, you know, an East Texan and a West Texan, meeting the hilarious differences between everybody from Austin and Waco and San Antonio, and how competitive they are about which one's the best city. And like, it's a constant surprise. And it's kind of like the same thing with, like, you know, they say, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. I mean, we had that down in Surfside. We're taking the family, we did a whole beach trip with the whole of my wife's family to celebrate the kids that were graduating. And there was one day where it was like, there were 3 funnels that formed over us and it was raining sideways. Another one where it was kind of warm and humid. And then the other one where it's blue skies and perfect. And I'm like, very typical Texas vacation. So usually you get them all in one day. But, you know, in this particular case, I was like, all right, well, I think we've got pretty much, the only thing we didn't get was a freeze, but you never know.
Yeah. Oh, we had that a few years ago. So yeah, that was good when we had every county in Texas was under that winter storm warning.
Blah.
So when you're traveling around, and do you have an itinerary, or do you just say kind of like, okay, my destination is here?
Interesting.
But you give yourself plenty of time to pull over and do what if you see something?
I have always lived in the moment, as has my wife. So when you watch my videos, when I go to a place, like say if a city reaches out and they're like, Ollie, we want you to come in, I'm like, okay. And they go, do you want me to set up? Do you need this, that, and the other? I go, just give me a list of things that you think I should check out. And they'll have sort of people ready for me. But I said, don't tell me anything. Like, I don't research it. I just go in and I experience it. And the reason I do that is like, it's the way I used to do television anyway. But it's just that the first time I go anywhere, I'm rolling. The first time I meet someone, I'm rolling. First time I eat or drink something, I'm rolling. Because then I just have a reaction. I'm never going to like, all right, we're going to put the camera there. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to shake your hand. You can't set it up.
You're not staging it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's all about like, you can sort of enjoy it vicariously through my video. But by watching my video, you're also going to understand how this experience is going to make you feel. And then as a viewer, you're like, ooh, I want to feel like that. And that's kind of the interesting thing about social media is its reach. Because I did like, I did some videos for, it's a great Spanish place here in Waco, Segovia, all right? It's wine and all that sort of stuff. Brilliant tapas. At the very beginning, I did a sort of series of videos for them to sort of like help get them out there. And they're friends of mine. I was at their wedding. And like, they came in, they were like, Ollie, we've got a record. I go, oh, cool, what's a record? And they said, we had someone drive from 4 hours for your video, they wanted to try that food. I'm like, oh, cool. And then like a week or 2 weeks later, they come back and go, Ollie, we've got a new record. I'm like, oh yeah, what's that? And they go, 6 hours. We had these people, 2 families drive from 6 hours just to get food from your video. I go, that's great. About 3-4 months later, we're all at Melody Ranch. And they come up and like, ooh, Ollie, we got a new record. I went, oh yeah? And they went, yeah, the Netherlands. I was like, what? And they said, there's people, they live in Holland. They were planning a trip to Texas. The algorithm kicked your video. And they said they came in and went, we want to eat that thing that Englishman ate. And that's like, it's crazy to me that like the reach and that these things happen.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, and that's why I think as well, a lot of like my videos with the vicarious experience, kind of like you were saying about staycations. Texas is a place where you staycation. I mean, my last 8 vacations have been inside Texas, is the fact that people can watch my video and they go, ooh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. And it's like, yeah, we had the same thing with Hellberg. Like they have this smash burger, right? It's amazing. And I live about 10 minutes from Hellberg Barbecue. You just take Spiegelville Road, right? And so they put something on their Instagram, which was this video that just made me go, That's the actual noise I made while looking at it on Instagram. And so I reached out to them. I was like, guys, we should do a collaboration. They said yes. And so I did a video, and everyone watched my video, and they went, But the amount of people, friends of mine in Waco, who've all been, but also followers who have reached out. And there was one particular follower that was like, no, we've got an Airbnb. We've got 5 different families coming in. We've got people flying in from out of state just to eat that burger. And I'm like, that's fascinating.
Well, we have the Magnolia, okay, that was the thing that got people here to start with. And once we got them here, now we're marketing the other things to do. And that's the best thing. You're helping with that. I know tourism is helping with that. The chamber is helping with that. Have you been to the Mammoth site?
You know, funnily enough, no, I haven't. I've been saving that one. Also, funny enough, the city with which I work with the least at the moment is Waco.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm helping do Waco Restaurant Week, and I do like improv comedy and stuff like that, and like try and help out with the film festival, things like that. But funny enough, Waco, I live here. You should. I've got like 500,000 guys. Come on.
And time on his hands. Yes, yes.
I can do this show. Yeah. Can you stay another hour? Sure, I'm fine. I've got another hour and a half. We're good.
Wow. So I am curious, and we may take a commercial. So think of this as a tease. But so you don't strike me as this kind of person, but I know I and Terry too a little bit are interested in potential conspiracies that may be out there.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And so I know there may be a few Texas towns that have some of that. So I wanted to ask you about that. But let's first maybe run to a commercial and so come back for some of the conspiracy stuff.
And that's great, because I am a closet conspiracy person because I believe.
Oh, he's ready.
There's a story. I did one. I did a video about one of these random ones.
We'll get back to that. But my deal is, there's things I don't need to know right now. Right? I don't need to know all of this. I was much happier not knowing some of the stuff that the government wants to share with us. It's like, hey, I'm happy to be just going through my life and doing my thing.
There's woke life, and then there's awake life.
That's it. Yes. Anyway, all right. Let's take a break. What do we got coming up? We'll be talking sports a little bit later on today with Cam. We've got birthdays coming up and just all kinds of things. So we'll do that on the way. And again, thanks to these fine people that you will be seeing from and hearing from coming up, because they're making it all possible for the Zack Owen live show, for me to fill in for Zack and him to travel, and have this guy with us too. Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. We'll talk to you in a second.
David Willey here. Got a question for you. How do you know what kind of deal you're getting on your copier? If you really want to know, give me a call and I'll be glad to talk to you about it. CTWP, your only local copier company.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org. Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatments, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
With Ease US, make studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease.
Better sleep, inspired by nature. Your back, hips, and shoulders will fall into perfect alignment in any position, meaning that you get deeper, more comfortable rest. Visit ecoterrabeds.com.
Everybody at EcoLife really has a passion and a real interest in helping people feel well. How much further can we go to get you feeling even better? It is a complete partnership between the two of us.
Since 2014, we've been creating vegan, clean, and affordable skincare with proven actives and potent botanicals designed to treat your ever-changing skin. Celebrate our first decade of transformation today at facetheory.com/US-EN. Face Theory.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farm, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more.
Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Terry Hunt for Zack Owen. We are back here today, and we appreciate you joining us. Windows, doors, siding, all lead to one place, and that's Universal Windows. You'll find them right off Woodway on Woodway Drive, so make sure you stop by and check them out. You'll find them online. Universal Windows, CentralTexas.com. John will take care of you. The number for the consultation and more information is 254, of course, 944-3503. Make sure you contact our friends at Universal Windows, CentralTexas.com, and we appreciate those guys helping us get things done here and enjoy. It is a hump day here, and as things happen on hump days, different things happen, so we're kind of continuing on with the second hour without a whole lot of music, but that's okay.
Yeah, because you don't want to hear us sing, so.
Yeah, we could drop a
We'll drop a video in or something. Yeah, we'll do that.
But, okay, we talked about conspiracy. Okay, so in particular, I'm thinking of the Alamo. There's lots of mystery involved with that, but also
whether there's a basement or not.
Right, and what is there, and what exactly happened and what it was about. But there's also a town named Rockwall.
Yep.
That apparently has a rock wall, but people have never been able to actually dig up said rock wall appropriately. Have you heard of this?
This is a new one on me.
Okay.
But I'm writing it down.
Okay.
I love stuff like this because there's been because I've done a few stories random, there's some good random Texas stories. For me, have you heard about the Aurora, Texas UFO?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
And that's one I enjoy because you've also got, there's literally one of those historical markers.
Yeah.
Of here in 1897, there was a UFO. Apparently it hit the windmill and there was a body, and there's a whole thing you can look into on that one, which is great. I already told you Old Rip from Eastland. In 1865, there is a claim that Texans that beat the Wright brothers. That first in flight. So if you look it up, down sort of around Fredericksburg area, Lukenbach, there was a guy that claims to have flown first. They claim to have invented the burger here as well. The Marfa Lights. I've got a video on the Marfa Lights, which I haven't done. I've written it. I haven't shot it.
Are you familiar with the Marfa Lights?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk Marfa Lights.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a very cool thing to talk about. I'm a firm believer that Marfa lights exist.
Well, there are pictures, there are documentations, there are videos. I mean, literally, this is the thing that got me interested. Is we were coming back from Terlingua. I'd been doing the World Chili Championships. I'd been invited to be a judge. The stuff I get to do is so fun. And we took the long way back, and we were coming past, and it was like, you know, the big brown signs for tourist attraction and like Marfa Lights viewing platform. It's a pull-in, and there's an area, and there's a parking lot, and there's like it's like no. It's not just like, oh, have you heard of the Marfa Lights? It's like, no, they're there. What are they? Huh? You know, it's like, so basically, you go, it's really in the middle of nowhere, and you're looking out just into West Texas, and you just, at certain times, you'll see these floating, glowing balls. And this started in the late 1800s, and people were like, oh, they thought maybe it was natives, and they went out looking, and they could find no evidence. And then as time went on, they thought maybe it's lensing from a highway. But then you've had Air Force. They have Air Force or Army nearby that were training for World War II. And these guys were sending up planes, not spotting anything. But then people were seeing these lights. And so, yeah, everyone is intrigued as to what are the Marfa Lights. Are they some sort of, it's not like swamp gas. There's no swamp. There's not even any water out there. It's West Texas. So what's doing it? What's causing it? So, yeah, but it's a thing. Look it up. You can find it. You can find videos, everything. Yeah. But like I said, there's a viewing platform. I want to go back. Yeah. I want to go, because the reason I didn't stop is it was 11 o'clock in the morning. There's no chance of seeing a Marfa Light until it's dark. Yeah. But the skies out there, the amount of, you want to see stars? You know, stars at night are big and bright. Yeah. In West Texas. Yeah. It's like, it's incredible. It's like you can reach out and touch the universe out there. It's awesome. Yeah, Marfa Lights.
Yeah, check that out if you don't know about the Marfa Lights.
See, oftentimes I will go by and I will see the Mart Lights, but that's just all the windmills out there. Right. Yeah. That's a little bit different.
Yes. There's a lot of flashing red lights on the horizon in places in Texas, and you're like, what is that? Not Starlink.
Have you ever heard of the chupacabra?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, like, you know, so originally, sort of the goat sucker from Puerto Rico, and I heard about it in the 90s by watching the X-Files episode. So I was like, you know, like, that's okay, because I didn't know chupacabra was like kind of more of a 90s thing. It was pretty new, but I didn't realize that a majority of chupacabra sightings are Texas. It started in the early 2000s. There's a certain ranch whose name's escaping me right now, that then they caught some chupacabra. They've even stuffed them. Now, people are like, that's a mangy coyote. Other people are like, that's just a dog. It does look kind of weird, but like, it was another one of those funny things about, of all places, again, never let the truth get in the way of the good story, chupacabra sightings, the number one place, Texas. Especially late at night.
Late at night.
On 6th Street in Austin.
Yeah. That's a whole nother issue.
You'll see all kinds of things there.
Yes, that's a whole nother issue. So anyway, again, for anybody that doesn't know, we're talking to Ollie Pettigrew, who is the English man who's got a whole host and everything. Search
That Englishman in Texas.
Yeah,
Instagram,
I mean, there's
Facebook,
a number
TikTok.
of places to search and find out more.
Yeah, it's, or you just find me as thatenglishmantexas.com. But I like to explore Texas, tell Texas stories, go on Texas adventures. Sometimes, like, I have fun with it as well. Do a bit of, like, I'll do little comedy skits. Like, I've got another one I'm planning, but I've done a couple in the series where I personify the cities. So I play all the cities at a family reunion, and they're all just kind of hanging out. And so you've just got, like, Dallas and Houston bickering and accusing Houston of being cheats, and then you've got Austin's just there smoking in the joint, and you've got like San Antonio's just vibing to good music, and then just Waco sitting there being ignored. I am also here. Anyone like, hello guys, hello? And it's like, it's really fun to kind of like have fun and poke fun. That was actually interesting when I started doing the videos. You know, I'm like, all right, I like to have fun, don't make fun. That's my whole mantra. It always was on television. If anyone's going to be the butt of the joke, it's going to be me.
Self-deprecation, man. It always works. Always works.
And so, but then I was like, I remember one of my first videos where I was talking about, like, I was going to actually, like, criticize Texans. I wasn't, but I was going to go, look, Texas, there's a lot of things you're good at. There's something that you are terrible at. Unfortunately, everyone agreed. It's because Texans, you are just terrible at roundabouts.
I will agree.
Just
yes.
Taking like so. I mean, I still have my from 19 years ago. I survived the circle shirt. You know that you can get if you go like the circle here in Waco is like I call it America's smallest NASCAR race because there are just like and there were never any rules on that road. Like and then they put markings on the road and it seems to have confused everyone even more.
Yeah.
And it's like every time I approach that, I'm like, okay, just focus. Universe will look out for me here, but there's also a little one near where I live on Chapel Road, And you just don't know.
I know where you're talking about.
Are people going to stop mid the roundabout and let you on? Are they just going to stop and like you're going to run into the back of them? It just the amount of close calls I've had.
Oh yeah.
Roundabouts. But yeah, it's because of like I was afraid to poke fun. But honestly, like I said, that's why again I go with the adopted Texan. Is so many Texans have adopted me. Like Texas as a state has adopted me. They're like, nah, you're all right. This guy's fine. So he's good. He does Texas history and stuff. And honestly, it got to the point of the British government reached out to me. I got an invite. I sent it immediately to my mum because the invite says, His Britannic Majesty's Consul General invites you to his home. And I'm like, Mrs., we're going to the Consul General's house. But it's like, because so many of the people at the consulate have watched my videos to learn about Texas. And so when they brought me down, like they were introducing me around to the Australians and stuff. And they go, "Oh, this is our unofficial Texas ambassador." I'm like, "Oh, hey, even the British government."
And it's all about Texas. Again, we don't say we're from the United States when we travel. We say, "Where are you from?" We're from Texas.
Yep, you are the only ones of the contiguous states that do that.
And I will tell you, and you can probably attest to this, and you may as well. When you go to other cities and other states, what do you not see? Nobody flies their state flag like Texas does, okay? And I believe, now help me with this, that don't we have the thing that both flags can fly equally level?
At the same height?
Yes.
Yeah, and your state capital is taller than the one
in D.C., yes.
capital.
Yep.
Which is quite fascinating as well. Yeah, no, Texans... so there's only 2 other states that get even close to doing what Texans do, but when they say where they're from, it's Hawaii and Alaska.
That's it. You bet.
But like they're from there. But yeah, I mean, the thing is though, like, I did a whole video about this as well, but if you think having an English accent in Texas is like a good, makes things easy, yeah. It's great. Like, people overhear your accent all the time and like, where y'all from? And I say, I'm from Hong Kong. And then like, well, how can you be from Hong Kong? And now it's a 2-hour conversation. But I always say, it's like, yeah, as good as it is being English in Texan, because like, Texans are like you would do, hello, all right, how you doing? And they're like, do you know the Queen? I say it's a 2-way street. Like if you as a Texan would like to go someplace where people are going to be fascinated and have questions and want to talk, go to the UK. Wear your cowboy hat and your boots, say sir and ma'am and y'all, and people are like, are you from Texas? Have you got a horse? You've got a gun right now? You got to wear a big cowboy hat? Yep. And then say y'all. So, oh, he said y'all. It's like, they love it. It's like, so if you're looking for a husband or a wife, yeah, you're looking for some fun, go to the UK and just drop some y'alls, and that's it. That's all you're going to need to do. You won't buy a drink the entire time you're there.
That's it. See, there's all these reasons.
That's why I travel, man.
My youngest daughter and I are big Beatles fans, and we have been planning a trip here for a few years to head that way, and Liverpool, London, just to first off walk across the crosswalk,
Abbey Road.
Yep, and you got to call somebody back here and tell them when the webcam is on, because you want to get the video of when you walk across that. So there's all kinds of things.
Absolutely. I mean, they say there's no better education than travel, and I would say is like I've been very lucky. And my kids have got that bug as well. My wife's got that bug. It's like, but one thing I learned from traveling is that you can meet people from different places, different cultures, different religions, different everything. And when you really, really sit down and you just have some food with them and hang out, you realize that we're all the same. It's all fun, faith, family, food, sports. This is what's important. And it's like, it's the one thing I say is like my mantra is that I realize that 99% of people agree on 99% of things 99% of the time. Mm-hmm. And the 1% of things that we don't agree on is what the 1% use to make you angry and controlled. And if you are angry and afraid, you can be made to buy and think and vote anyway. And that's kind of like what I do with that Englishman is I realize, okay, I'm getting into the online world, and the algorithm online is all built around making people angry and pushing them into teams and saying, you should hate this person. And I do the exact opposite. I like to remind people about all the things that we agree on, all the things that we have in common, like just Friday night lights and good barbecue and going out and listening to music and meeting people and actually just interacting face to face. And it's like, I'm sort of like the anti-algorithm, but that's been the really nice thing that when people do come up as well to recognize, they recognize Mrs. and I, the very first thing they talk about is always the positivity. And I think there needs to be more of that. And so I sort of like, that's what kind of gets me up every day. Like why, how I do a video every Monday through Friday. I've been doing this for like 3.5 years. I just took 4 days off for the first time, literally while I was in Surfside. And of course I come back to my inbox being full. But it's like, is that trying to make, the world can seem really big and really scary and really annoying And like, if you sit and just spend 5 minutes on the news, they're going to tell you all the reasons you should be angry. And I'm like, no, let's remember all the reasons that we like being with each other and hanging out with each other and all the things that we can explore and learn and eat. So that's very much like the ethos of that Englishman in Texas as well. Is like, you know, let's all remember that we're all from somewhere. I mean, like, I've now lived in America. The place I've lived least in my life is now England. I lived 20 years in Asia. I've lived 13 years here in the States, and there was 12 years in the UK. So it's like, everyone's like, you're English. And I'm like, kind of. But, you know, I've always been a curious guy. Be curious, not judgmental. That's the way to be. Like, go out and explore things.
What is one of your, we've talked about this before, but what is your recommendation for a spot to see in Texas that people just overlook?
Oh, I got one for you. This one, it's really good. We were just in Abilene, and we went to this museum called Frontier, Texas. And it's a museum about the history of Texas, about the history of Abilene as like gateway to the West, about the time when it was like, in a way, sort of like the frontier. But it tells everyone's story. It goes honestly back to 20,000 BC. But it tells the story of natives, and it tells the story of settlers, and it tells the story of all, like, how it went down. But the way they do it as well is really, really clever. Like, they've got incredible pieces, historical pieces, but they've also got these sort of like I'd say interactive holograms through history, playing these people, these moments, these characters that you'll know from Texas history because you guys studied them. But you'll press this button and they'll pop up, and it gives you this full interaction. Mrs. and I, we went there. And like, when we finished, Mrs. was crying and I had goosebumps. And I came out and I was like, my joke was, am I saying it's the quintessential Texas experience? No, but it's in the top 1. It's just like, you should, it's one of those, like, if you like the Alamo, you know, my wife loves the Alamo, and we've been down, if you haven't been for a few years, you've got to go because there's a new Phil Collins wing. And it's like, because he was the biggest private collector of Alamo stuff. But I'll tell you, I was like, it was, Frontier, Texas. It's worth a trip to Abilene for that alone. Like, we thought it was fascinating. We had such a great weekend there because we did the Western Heritage Classic, which is a ranch rodeo, which is like, and they have match races and stuff like that. It was a ball. We had an amazing time. We went to Buffalo Gap, got the steak from Perini's, all that kind of stuff. But Frontier, Texas, Abilene, I would put that on your list of you won't regret it. If you love Texas, you'll love that.
Been to a rodeo?
Oh, I did the Heart of Texas 18 years ago. I did Austin 3 years ago. I did the HLR last year. But the Western Heritage Classic, a ranch rodeo, oh my gosh, guys, it's so funny because it's so different. Like, HLR is like the Super Bowl every day, right? Yep. It's massive, it's huge, it's going so quickly. A ranch rodeo is working cowboys from the ranches coming and competing. So it's like, it's team cutting and stuff like that. And like I said, the match races are just the people that work on the ranch riding their horses, and we've all like, everyone's making dollar bets. But like, the bit that absolutely killed me, because they have chuck wagon cook-offs and fiddling competitions, it's brilliant. But one of the competitions that the guys are competing on, so you got 4 guys, they're all on horses, they release a cow, and it's, I think it was wild cow team milking. So what you have to do is someone goes out, someone lassos the cow, 3 guys jump off, 2 of them are kind of like wrestling the cow. Someone's there with a bottle, like just literally milks the cow until he's filled the bottle with milk, and then has to run across the rodeo place and get inside like a circle, and they stop the time. And I'm like, I've always said Texans will find a way to compete at anything, but that one might be my favorite. Well, like competitive team milking.
So yeah, that's one of the most attractive things about going to the rodeo. Bull riding, let's put that aside. Let's talk about the team cow milking.
Oh man,
how funny.
Mutton busting. Like, it was the Texas tradition of strapping a 4-year-old to a sheep.
That's it, yes, and you start them young and you send them out there, yes.
That's why I say Texans are so tough. You like I said, you strap your 4-year-olds to kids, and then like to small sheep, and then when it comes to sports, I mean, like, the fact that you guys, you know, we've just started summer break. Now, my kids have left school now. They've just graduated. But the whole idea of, like, 4 or 5 weeks before school even starts, you're back at school because you're rehearsing, you're doing tour-a-days. I'm like, in England, it's like, no, you will not see me until 1 second before the next, like, school term starts. And you'll start from there. I'm like, no, Texas, it's crazy. They take everything to extremes. But it's so much fun. I mean, the pomp and circumstance over Friday Night Lights. You know, it's just like, it's a magical little thing. It was fun to be here at that time. My daughter she was captain of the dance team, so she'd go out and they'd perform and do all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh man, look at this. you know, it's funny where life takes you is kind of like the way I always say it. Mrs. and I, like, we've lived so many places and been so many places and had so many crazy adventures that sometimes we're looking at pictures like, oh, wait, we went to Oman. But Texas is one of those ones where I frequently just look around and go, huh, it's a funny old world. I love doing it. It's great fun.
Very cool. You were talking about Rockwall earlier and Friday Night Lights. They have an incredible high school stadium.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The high school stadiums in Texas rival college stadiums in other states.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just the rest of the world. I mean, the amount of investment that you guys have in sports or just watching them. Like, you know, if you're going to in England, oh, we're going to go to a school game, we're going to play football, soccer or something. We'd play rugby. There'd be like 11 parents, maybe. Yay, just standing on the sidelines, just on the grass, eating some crisps. And it's like here, it's like you said, no, there's a stadium, there's a band, there's dance teams, there's like, I'm amazed there's not a helicopter going over right now. I mean, I got the chance to go to Kyle Field. I got invited by Texas A&M. Don't worry, we're not getting into rivalries here, but they invited me. They rolled out the maroon carpet. It was incredible, but Kyle Field with 105,000 people in it.
Yeah.
Like, for a college game, again, in the UK, you'd have maybe 1,000 people, but 105,000. That was a noise, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah.
They make a lot of noise at A&M.
Fridays and Saturdays in the fall, you don't schedule events.
Right.
Because that's what when I was in BCS working in radio there, we were the flagship station for the Aggies, and we did tailgating and all of this stuff. We'd leave at halftime because I could go to the grocery store and not have a soul there and do my shopping and go home.
I was pitching the idea to my wife of a movie called Friday Night Heists because it's the best time to rob everybody.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's like same thing with Homecoming. It's like, I always joke, I was like, you were at the Homecoming parade, my daughter, so she was nominated for Homecoming Queen, right? So we got to do all these quintessential experiences this year. My daughter's on the back of this amazing car that we got loaned from someone up in Elmont. But I'm looking around and I was like, this is crazy. And my missus is like, what do you mean? I go, well, look, everyone's here. There's the police, there's the fire. What if something happens in the town right now? It's like, we're all here. And I was like, oh, that'd be a good movie. So there you go. Trademarked, Ollie Pettigrew and shoes.
All right.
Friday Night Heists.
We're going to take a break, do some commercials. Do we want to go ahead and hit birthdays? I know we didn't do that earlier.
Let's do country music history. You like country music now that you're in Texas?
I'm learning. My father-in-law told me he likes two types of music, both country and western.
There you go. So we can inform you of some of that stuff that happened on this day in country music history.
Like in 1963 when Hawkshaw Hawkins had the #1 song with Just Call Me Lonesome 77203.
Is that like Jenny's phone number?
It was
8675309?
Yeah.
That's the country version? Okay.
Yeah, it was before they went to all numbers.
Gotcha.
This was LS7. Okay. So Donnie West, Let Me Off at the Corner. She recorded that at RCA Victor. Released in 1963, the first single in her music career that reached the top 40 and the top 30. So that was pretty cool. 1968, you probably know this guy, Glenn Campbell.
Yes.
Okay. Recorded Wichita Lineman at California Records in Hollywood, California, which is probably the coolest building you'll find because it's like a stack of records.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool. Let's see. Alabama, 1981. Oh, my gosh, this is right.
That's when I was born.
Me too.
I played this song on the radio. 1981, #1 with Feel So Right from their second studio album. 3 #1 hits, Old Flame, Love in the First Degree, and then, of course, Feel So Right. And then, do you know the name George Strait?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right.
Thank goodness. I dodged that, but yeah. Yes, I know George Strait.
Yeah. 1982, Foolhardy Memory from George. It was his first #1 single. It was from the feature film The Soldier, also on there. And won an ASCAP award for being among the most performed country songs of '82. I am proud to say that I was playing and introducing George in bars in Austin when I was there before that big time hit. And we just didn't know. I mean, he just drifted into nowhere after that first couple of things.
Yeah, not many people knew him after that.
Yep. Finally, 2010, Chris Young. While he was not, this was before he was doing all the managerial stuff for the Rangers, he scored his second consecutive #1 single with The Man That I Want to Be.
There you go.
Okay. So
we learned something today. I think my connection, the closest connection I have to country music is like, you have like a country music star that lives here in Waco from Restless Hearts, Dave Innes.
Yeah, Dave Innes. I've got old pictures working with Restless Heart years ago.
Yeah, Dave, it's the wonderful thing about Texas and the wonderful thing about Waco as well is that, you know, you never meet a stranger. You meet people and you start chatting, and we just became randomly friends through just walking into a bar one day, like in downtown Waco, and we met Dave and Adrian, his wife, and just like hit it off. But it's like, I've got a lot of really good stories, but like Dave's got a ton as well. It's so fun to just when we'll sit down and we'll have brunches, and you can sometimes and Dave will just tell stories about this tour or that tour or the time that he was on stage in this place. It's like, it's really fun. Like, and he's just such a nice guy as well.
Oh yeah, he really is. So the whole band. I mean, again, years ago, seeing him for the first time, and you're like, man, these guys are great.
And honestly, I was like, you know, getting back to the Waco of it all, and I was like, so Dave, I mean, like, you know, you've been all over, and you were living in Nashville and Waco. You know, they bought their house on the internet. I was like, well, why Waco? And he said, every time I was on tour, man, like, Waco was just the nicest place. People are always so nice. I always thought, one day I'll live there. And he does.
Pretty amazing.
Waco does that. Get under your skin a little bit.
All right, around the corner, we need to talk sports.
Yes.
Cam's waiting.
Yes.
Cam, I'm sorry you're waiting, but we'll get to you. Let's take care of that, and then we'll come back with sports and kind of head to the top. We'll do that coming up next right here on the Zack Owen Live Show, Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Thank you very much for joining us.
For over 2 decades, I've come to Allen Samuels shop, especially for trucks, because I've been very satisfied with the performance of those trucks. I think the strengths of Allen Samuels is obviously in their customer service and obviously taking care of your vehicle after the sale.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
With Ease US, make studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease.
Better sleep, inspired by nature. Your back, hips, and shoulders will fall into perfect alignment in any position, meaning that you get deeper, more comfortable rest. Visit ecoterrabeds.com.
Everybody at Ecolife really has a passion and a real interest in helping people feel well. How much further can we go to get you feeling even better? It is a complete partnership between the two of us.
Since 2014, we've been creating vegan, clean, and affordable skincare with proven actives and potent botanicals designed to treat your ever-changing skin. Celebrate our first decade of transformation today at facetheory.com/US-EN. Face Theory.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farm, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more.
Back here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, Terry sitting in for Zach, and we've got the Englishman right here with us, too, that we'll talk for shortly. But let's talk about sports. Cam, you standing by with us? I appreciate you hanging with us. We ran a little long today.
That's all right. I love hanging with you guys.
All right, very good. Glad to have you back with us, too. So, I really didn't keep up with too much sports that went on yesterday. So tell me what we're going to be talking about when it comes to the Pete Souza Show today.
Well, I know you in the Central Texas community are dying to know, and yes, the Vegas Golden Knights have punched their ticket to the Stanley Cup final.
That's
I
right.
know
I
you
did
guys
see
are
that, yes.
gathered around watching the hockey at the Backyard Bar Station Grill. But the actual national series that's got some interest in Texas, of course, is the Spurs and the Thunder. Thunder take a 3-2 series lead last night, trying to get back to the NBA Finals. And we're actually going to be way into college sports today because Pete is live from Frisco at 11 a.m. Central Time today. He's going to be live at Frisco from the Big 12 spring meeting. So all the coaches up there meeting, and Brett Yormark are going to give kind of a State of the Union for the Big 12. We've got a new wrinkle in the Brendan Sorsby case over at Texas Tech. He's basically got one chance left to get that eligibility before going to the NFL supplemental draft. So that's going to be a big chunk, if not the entirety of Pete's show today.
What do you think about that ruling that they're going to be doing? How do you feel on that?
Yeah, so I don't want to say gone back and forth because I don't think he should be eligible. I get that betting and sports gambling has become rampant. You know, I do it. It's rampant amongst young men, especially on college campuses. But I think the NCAA has outlined, hey, you could do basically anything except bet on games with your team. And Brendan Sorsby crossed that line, and there is a punishment for that. And you know, he's not going to might not ever make $5 million in the NFL like he's going to do at Texas Tech, but he's going to have an NFL career. He's going to get a shot. He's not going to prison. You know, he's not getting leprosy. He's going to go and he's going to continue to play football at a higher level. Now they're trying to kind of, I don't know, throw the NCAA's words back in their face. Texas Tech is basically saying, hey, this kid's got an addiction and we need to help him, and the NCAA is turning him away. I don't know that that's necessarily the end-all, be-all of the case either. So I don't think he should play, but I also don't think he's this horrible guy, terrible role model kind of thing.
You're right. I have mixed emotions on that whole thing. I really do. There are things that I see, and I'm like, no, you screwed up. And then I go back and I look at some of let's talk some of the other sports figures in the world that have gambled who can't even get into the Hall of Fame. And now we've got a college guy that did this, and we're debating whether he can actually continue with his career, where the previous people have lost their whole life over it. Anyway,
yeah, and it's crazy. And, you know, people will talk about, again, you know, how commonplace it is now. We've got, you know, ads for it all the time, and I get that. But, like, you know, it's also pretty common for 19 and 20-year-olds to drink on college campuses. Yep. But if you get a DUI, you get punished for it, you know? So I think there's lines, and he crossed the line, but it doesn't mean, you know, he's this bad guy or that he's not going to have another chance to play football again. He is going to have another chance to play football again. So, yeah, this is basically his last shot is this lawsuit against the NCAA, which classic college football is in Lubbock court. And they're they're trying to like fly people in to make sure there's no judges with Texas Tech ties. So it'll be interesting.
Cam, before you go with all of the meetings for all of these different conferences, the hot button issue that no one really wants to talk about, but all the media wants to talk about, the college football playoff. How many teams do you think should be in?
I mean, honestly, the answer is I'd love to stick with 12 for a couple years and let's see how it actually goes. We've only had 2 years of it. But the more this discourse keeps going, Kevin, the more I'm like, man, can we just go back to 4? This is 24 seems ridiculous. And I know Mike Elko wants 40 so that he can keep his job, which I kind of love that quote. But 24, then you're watering down half of your regular season, and a month or so of your regular season is going to have quote-unquote meaningless games between teams who are both not in the playoff honestly, teams are in the playoff picture because what are they playing for? So I don't love 24. I think 12 is fine right now. I actually like the structure of it. I like having those games before Christmas and to kind of whet your appetite with that. I'd like getting a couple of group of 5 teams in. I know, sue me. But I really like the 12 team. I think 16 is probably a little too much. And I think 24 is way too much, way too many. So 12 is still kind of my sweet spot.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The Pete Souza Show coming up. He won't be on right off the bat, but he'll be on at 11 o'clock and all kinds of good things. So make sure you hang in just a little bit and check it out. Cam, I guess we'll talk to you again tomorrow, and we'll see what has changed in the world of sports overnight again tonight because it's moving really quickly.
Sounds good. Look forward to seeing you guys.
You bet. Thank you much. All right. Now, we got to wrap this up pretty quick, don't we? Where are we on this?
You wanna go over birthdays? See if see if Ollie knows any of these. One of
birthdays
them,
today.
The first one he should know right off the bat, I think.
Sir Christopher Lee.
Yes, very famous actor.
Yes, Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Okay.
He was like Dracula, all that kind of stuff.
Born in 1922.
I saw recently, and I don't know the truth of this, that he witnessed one of the last beheadings.
He's a fascinating guy.
And I would venture a guess and say yes, just because of that time.
Yeah.
He was a World War II commando. He's like, if you read like, you could make a movie about just that guy's life. Truly fascinating dude.
Born on the date 1971. Maybe you know this one. Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Bettany.
Yeah, my wife has a massive.
Bettany.
Yeah, my wife has a big crush on him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sore subject.
Oh no, not at all. She likes guys with English accents, and he's got like the best English accent, and he does this thing with his lips when he talks.
He's very proper with
very
it, isn't
proper.
he?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why Mrs. is like, remember when you used to talk like that? And I'm like, sorry, sorry, y'all.
Now you say ain't. Y'all, I love it.
I'm fixing to get back to it.
That's it. 1971, also on the date, Lisa Left Eye Lopes from TLC.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez, yes. Yeah. Who died in a car crash in the DR, if I remember correctly.
72, Joseph Fine.
Joseph Fiennes.
Fiennes?
Yeah, the less famous brother.
Right.
Yeah, there's Ray Fiennes and then there's Joseph.
Yep. 73 on the date, Jack McBrayer from 30 Rock.
Yep. Oh, he's very funny.
Yep. He is a very funny straight guy. And he's one of those guys that it's like he doesn't know when he's funny. I mean, it's all scripted when you see him, but he's just one of those guys that comes off with that.
He's very good at that.
Hip-hop legend from Outkast in 75, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
So big that he doesn't have a last name, he has a number.
Yes.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Okay, I have no clue who this other one is in 1988.
Yep. I figured
Blippy?
Blippy, yep. Do you... Oh,
Blippy.
okay. See,
that's not one of those big things in the sky that flies. It has Goodyear on the side, is it?
That's a blimpy.
Oh, blimpy. I'm sorry.
Blippy is he's a kids programming host.
Okay, see, if it had been Steve's from Blue's Clues, I would have got that. But yeah, okay.
He's a lot like Ollie, except he's brighter colors, and it's a younger demographic.
Okay.
But he goes around to lots of different places. And, hey, kids, look, check this out.
Okay, so I've got to get myself some blue and orange stuff, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough with the black T-shirt, Ollie.
You be you, let Blippy be him. It's great. It's awesome.
There's room enough for everyone.
This is the one that I know because I have younger kids. So
okay,
all right. Blippy, never heard of that one.
1990, Chris Colfer from Glee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, I'm a little too old for Glee.
You're a little too old. Wait, is this him?
That's Blippy.
Oh, that's Blippy. I'm sorry.
Blippy,
okay.
yep.
Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know that kid. Yes, I've seen that kid.
See, now you're old enough. It's a kid.
Yeah,
welcome to my world.
My 2 kids graduated high school. That's it. They're not. I've got 2 young adults now.
I love it. All right.
Goes quick, doesn't it?
Birthdays for you. If you have a birthday, we hope you celebrate and enjoy and keep it safe. And we wish you many, many more after that. Okay. All right. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Remind everybody again. Ollie Pettigrew.
Pettigrew.
All you got to do is search and you'll find everything you want to know, right?
Google Ollie Pettigrew. It's that easy. Otherwise, just look me up as that Englishman in Texas if you like to have fun, if you like to learn something, if you want to go on an adventure. That's come and hang out with me Monday through Friday. It's a fun place.
Yeah, cool. We appreciate you hanging in here. And we're sorry we didn't have music. We didn't even get to a video. But the conversation with you has been fascinating.
Thank you. Like I told you, once you get me started, I'll never shut up.
See, and he stops right there.
Yep.
Dead
See,
air.
I'm watching
Thank
the
you.
time. I know how to. I'm a pro. I've been doing this for years.
Oh, man, time is irrelevant. No, back timing was an old trick. So who knows? But we'll be back again tomorrow. Zack Owen Show live right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. We will have another great guest to talk to in hour number 1. We hope to have great music to have for you in hour number 2 tomorrow. If not, we're going to give him a call and have him roll back in. Your wife's out of town, so you have nothing to do, right?
Oh, I wish. Actually, I'm very busy. I'll be in Austin tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I'll bring my guitar just in case.
Okay, so you would rather be in Austin than here?
No comment.
We'll see you again. Thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kindness for letting me fill in with Zach and take over and have some fun. We'll do it again tomorrow morning. Zack Owen Show live, Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.